Hi guys, this is Claudia from Metaldays 2015. We are in Slovenia, in Tolmin, and now I have Norwegian guys with me. But you have a great skin color.
Yeah.
That's from the sun
that's
here,
from
right?
The sun, yeah.
Yeah.
We came
It's
here
really
for
hot.
the sun, to get tanned. So
get tan.
really, yeah, that's our mission.
So I pronounce it correct if I say VREID?
VREID is correctly, yeah.
Okay. Are you happy with all the interview questions that are put to you, or is there sometimes a question you don't really like?
This is the first time anyone's asked that question, so I don't know. No, interviews are, I don't know. That's okay, just a part of the deal, I guess.
So it's part of your work.
Yeah, as long as you don't ask about the next album or no, just kidding.
Okay, so I won't. No.
I really appreciate it.
Is there one?
Yeah.
And I really appreciate if you ask me to explain all the lyrics for the new album. That's my favorite.
So I guess it's better to have the text and listen to your music, probably, and make up one's own mind about this. Is this kind of
That sounds
better?
like a good standard answer.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, okay.
Let's agree on that.
So I can answer the question for you.
Exactly.
So except for standing on your well, okay, we have to cut this, obviously. Except for playing music and doing interviews, what else do you have to do in your work? I guess a lot of stuff.
Ordinary work? Yeah, I have a work beside the music. So actually work for the Norwegian government. But we all have sort of regular lives. Jana is working with music 100%. So except from that, I think that's some of the, I don't know. For me, it's like go out, play festivals, do tours, do the records, and then come back and have this normal life back home. Kind of. Don't say relaxing. It keeps you sane. Yeah. Doing all the touring and all the band stuff, 100% all the time. I don't think that. You see the bands who are doing it pretty much like suddenly they're not there anymore. But the bands who have other activities going on tend to stay around longer. I don't know.
So I have a very special question that I put to every interview partner, and this is what makes a person become an artist?
He doesn't know better, I think. Yeah.
So
I would never choose to be an artist if I had to choose. I think that's something that just happened. It's not. There's many other things. If I had to choose an occupation, I would do so differently, I guess, because the artist life of it is not that appealing, I think. But to make music and go out and meet people with the music, that's a fantastic experience. But the artist life, I don't know.
Okay, so it's like you think that being an artist is not something that somebody says, yes, you were an artist or you're not, but it's something that you find out for yourself just in what you're doing, but not like showing off with the title of artist.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's. I would never relate to calling myself an artist. That feels strange.
But you have the tag.
Yeah. I like to wear the crew tag though.
You prefer that one. Okay. And when you're making music and you're writing what you play, then is it a feeling that is there at first, or is there a topic in your mind that you want to write about or you want to say something about? What is starting you?
It could be both, definitively. Very often it's a feeling, just something I start with a guitar, and there can be something building from that, and I start with maybe thinking words that could fit in these themes, or sometimes it's a topic, a lyric, and I start just writing it down and see what happens and create music around that. So it's not only the one or the other way, but most of the times it's for me, I get an idea and I sit down with the guitar and just see what happens with it.
And then you just work on it, and it grows together as a band.
Yeah, and keep on working on it, and For me, usually bring the ideas, write it down, record some shitty demos out of it that makes no sense to anyone else than myself, and I bring it out, and I just spend a lot of time out hiking, walking in nature, just to kind of see, kind of select what works and what doesn't work, you know. But when you sit in a studio and working with it, you don't really get that same feeling. So when I go outside, I kind of think opens up, and it's like, this was like what seemed like a fantastic idea is just total crap, or the other way around, you know. So I like to go to different environments, and often also bring things out when we're touring, you know, while you're touring and meeting people or whatever, or just going to different places and stuff like that. That kinds of bring your stuff with you. That kind of.
So you have a fresh mind.
Yes, exactly. And I hate just sit in one place and create something and say this is this and now it's finished.
So you can't really have an office and straight work there for the creative part at least. And when you're touring, then is this like an extended family for you to see all the other bands, and do you know the other people like in the scene by now, or is it a lot of changing that you meet people?
We usually just keep for ourselves. We don't know anyone. No. But going out on touring is it's two things. It's like we don't meet in the band that much outside of music, even though we're related and we've grown up with each other and we've known each other all the life. But when we meet now, we really appreciate that. So that's a big part of going out and touring, just being together again, and it's pretty much we are related and it's blood and family. So it's a special thing is to go out and do shows together. And of course, when you go to festivals especially, then you meet bands you toured with before, and you see people that you maybe have emailed or have sent letters to like 15 years ago or haven't seen in like stuff like that. That's what I appreciate when it comes to festivals, and you just randomly meet people. Is that you? And you're like that's a good feeling. So that's one of the most positive aspects about being at festivals.
And when you were starting out the band life, what was the sort of difficulties you encountered at first? Difficulties?
That's hard. We haven't had that much difficulties actually.
You were just concentrating and working.
Yeah, but
on the band.
Things have just worked out for us, I guess.
Cool.
So
that's great.
No difficulties. Like we've been building, doing tours, doing extensively touring early in the now small. I don't know. The tours are maybe it's not 6 weeks or 4 weeks. They're now 2 weeks instead. And then we do it like really good instead of like going around 6 weeks and playing 37 shows and So I don't know. No difficulties. Just
tours now.
Building the band without just taking one album at a time and doing the touring. So
the band has always been this little world of ours where we can meet and connect, and then you forget everything else, you know, all the problems you might have outside or something. It's always been something special, and we try to keep that feeling. Now we've been playing together for 20 years, and we see now. We didn't see that when we was 20 years, of course. Then we didn't give a fuck about anything like that. Now we see that and appreciate that what we have together, and kind of when we go into a rehearsal room, we go into a studio, we go on touring, it's something special. And when we have, you know, stood out with each other for 20 years, that makes something special, and that's what we appreciate. And we kind of just bring that to different environments, our little world out there, and that's a good feeling.
This world is also consisting of the other guys that are not seen on stage, right? Like your crew members.
Over there actually, so you can turn the
camera. Okay.
They're like the 5th and 6th member for us. So like they're everywhere. They're just as important as one of us actually.
Yeah. Mostly they're not seen or not heard, right? But they're there and they're important. He's smiling. See that?
Finally, someone appreciated.
Finally, someone's appreciating the crew, right?
We never say anything. We don't just like to say anything positive, so don't show this to them because they might.
No, we won't show them. No, that's true. So then, thank you for the interview.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.